still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And down he'll go at the 25. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need him.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down as he's brought down up near midfield. These two teams all tied after one. First down, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hold to avoid the contact. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him, and try and cover him before he gets going.
Mike 28. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 10. Green. Defense, keep it up, guys.
2 and now on first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hubbard has the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the turnover, it's Tua. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down.
Tua.
Going up top for Miller. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Bradley Chubb continues to round into form. Remember, he had knee surgery in 2019 and followed that up with 8 sacks in 2020, continuing to ascend in the NFL.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Carlton Davis picks it. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On
first down. They'll start out with Hubbard.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Yards remain on second down. From the gun, it's Tua.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Tua.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succo, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check 26, check 26. Sponge, no.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his left. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Hubbard. He's to the 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Watch the pass. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Come on, D.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Succop's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehair. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, alert 3.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line is executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. Set the tone, defense.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Check in. Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they